Hey, good morning. I'm Kevin, and welcome to Tortilla Takeover. Today I'm doing some breakfast burritos, not just any old ordinary breakfast burritos. I mean, it's morning, you know, I got to have my coffee. And these breakfast burritos were prepared in the oven. Let me show you how I do it. And before I let you go, I got to tell you, man, this is a big time saver. You can either sit and read the newspaper while you're waiting for all of this. You can do all kinds of chores around the house like I did. And it just frees up a lot of time instead of standing in front of the stove. And I bake the bacon, the potatoes, and the eggs all in the oven while I'm running around doing all kinds of other stuff. Let me show you how we do it right now. All right, so the first thing I got to do is get some parchment paper on all three of these. So the first pan, I'm going to lay down some bacon. This is some pretty thin cut bacon, so it's going to cook up pretty fast. So I may need to go lengthwise. The second tray, I'm going to use some Ore-Ida diced hash browns, because when I went to the store they didn't have the shredded. There was a sale going on or something, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to cut these open. I'm going to use about half of the bag. And then I'm going to coat them with some, olive oil. Probably close to a quarter cup. You can see that or not. Yeah, that's olive. That's from Tom Garvey, the keto cook, and his wife Marie. Meg's Mysteries. Okay, so I got the olive oil in there. And I'm going to sprinkle some SPG. If you don't like pepper or salt or garlic or whatever, you can put whatever you want on your hash browns. Mix them up. Yeah, I'm using my hand. I'm going to get them coated with the olive oil. Okay, and this is the hard part. Got to dump them right on your tray. All right, spread them out. And I don't know about you guys, but when I'm off work, I am busy, and I don't have time to hover over the stove. So this is going to be the simple way to make us some breakfast burritos. Okay, so we're going to bake at 425 degrees, and as soon as you start this, start your oven, go ahead and put your potatoes and bacon in. As soon as the oven warms up to 425, we're going to deal with these eggs. But until then, I got stuff to do. I got chores to do, so I'll be right back. My oven just told me it up to temp at 425, so now I'm going to get the eggs prepared. Like adding a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper to my eggs. I'm going to spray my parchment paper with a little butter spray. Then I'm going to add my eggs. These won't take very long, so be sure to set a timer, either using your Alexa, your phone, kitchen timer, whatever you got, just so you don't forget about them. Let's get them in the oven. Like the bacon is frying up nice. I think I'll turn them around. For some people, that's probably good enough. I'm going to let them probably go another 5 minutes or so. And by then the eggs might be ready. About 5 more minutes. Let's get this bacon out of there. That's nice and toasty. I will put the bacon on some paper towels to get them out of the grease, and we're going to let these go. Might have to turn these potatoes in about 10 minutes. Eggs are about done. All right, Let me look at those eggs. Those eggs look like they're done. Let me mix them up a little bit and we'll check it out. Oh yeah, they're done. They just took minutes. Now I'm just breaking these up because they're going to go inside my breakfast burritos instead of doing scrambled eggs on the stove. So bacon and the eggs are ready. I'm going to mix up the potatoes and let them probably go for another 10 or 15 minutes while I get some more stuff done around the house. Get a lot of stuff done early in the morning. In 10 minutes, I've been busy. Let's give it a check. Oh, they look pretty good and they look pretty done. Yep. Got nice and toasty on one side. I did mix them up about 10 minutes ago, so I think those are perfect, especially for burritos. Even for not burritos, those are done. Time for the tortilla. If you can find the extra grande burritos, I always grab them whenever I can find them. Most of the time you just have to get the burrito size. These are nice and big. They'll hold lots of the bacon, eggs, and potatoes. So let's get these warmed up and make a burrito. All right. I like softening my tortillas over a flame. I think it's the best way. Sometimes you get a little bit of char on the top. Adds extra flavor. I'm going to get these softened up and we'll make the burrito. Softened up. This is the char I was talking about right here. Okay, so I love using, you can use whatever cheese you want. I love this Chihuahua quesadilla cheese. I find it at Walmart. So I like cheese, so I'm going to put down cheese first. And then I'm just going to use my hands. They're clean. I wash them 50 times a day. Especially when cooking. So you want to get your egg mixture in there. My bacon, I made it extra crispy so that you can just crunch it up. And then we're going to add our bacon. You can add as much or as little. Just remember how many burritos you're going to end up making. I made enough for 2 to 3, depending how big you want them. And then we're going to put in our potatoes, our hash brown potatoes. Okay, and I think I'm going to add just a little bit more cheese. This is all still warm. And if you want to melt the cheese, you can always zap these in the microwave for 30 seconds. And then you can leave it at that. You can add salsa. You can add whatever else you want. I've been on a fermenting hot sauce kick. So I'm going to add some of my fermented hot sauce in there. It's really good stuff. I got to use my jalapeños somehow, right? All right, and we're just going to wrap it up. If we can. That's a big burrito. Make sure your ends are in. You can do the other fold it in, fold it over. I like doing it this way. Fold the ends in and wrap it up. Okay, there you go. Bacon, egg, potato burrito with cheese made in the oven. Right, how about that? Breakfast burritos prepared in the oven. Even the eggs, the bacon, the potatoes, freed up a lot of time. I got a lot of stuff done. Or you can just relax. You don't have to hover over the stove to get it done. Before I take a taste test, I want you to set your calendar on your phone, tell Alexa to come back next Wednesday, and just a reminder, however you have to do it, to come back and see what I got coming up next Wednesday, all right? All right, you won't believe what I got done in the last 25 minutes or so. Sorry, it is morning. You know, throwing this stuff in the oven allows you to run around and do other stuff, picking things up. Like I said, I'm doing laundry this morning, and I've already done laundry. I've already made the bed, and all while I had my stuff for my burrito in the oven. All right, frees up a lot of time. I'm not standing there, you know, cooking the hash browns. I'm not standing there cooking the bacon and then the eggs, and you know, you're just, it takes up a lot of your time. So try this in the oven. Get all your stuff prepared in the oven, and you'll end up with a nice breakfast burrito. Here we go. Mmm. 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 Well, that first bite was a big bite. Anyway, man, this is a fantastic bacon, egg, potato, cheese burrito with some of my fermented hot sauce on there. I'm telling you what. There's no reason to go to your local joint and pay, shoot, $8 to $15 for a breakfast burrito. You can make a whole big batch of them for whoever's here. If you got a family of 4, family of 2, family of 6, whatever. Adjust your ingredients for how many you're going to make, and make some breakfast burritos. All right, thanks for checking this out. Come back to watch Tortilla Takeover to see what I do next.